With our form created, we can now start inserting our input fields. Let's start by creating our form heading, followed by our form labels for the two input fields. In the first row and first column, we enter employment application. Here, in the second row and first column, we write first name. This is the reference web page. And in the third row and first column, we write last name. With the labels entered, we can now start putting in our fields. The first name field requires a basic text field. The HTML code for an input field as follows. It does require a closing tag. The input field also allows different attributes. First, we need to assign a name. This will be important later in the course when we make the PHP script function and transmit data to our PHP script. Your name should correspond to the field label name. So we just abbreviate first name and we will call it name. Try to avoid capital letters, special characters in the name because that will complications. Later on when we attach this form to our PHP script and retrieve the data from these form fields. So just keep the names lowercase and as simple as possible. Next we can assign max length attribute to make sure the user cannot type in more than a certain amount. So for example, most first names wouldn't exceed 50 characters. So that's how we would prevent more than 50 characters from being typed into the input field. And that's it for the first text input. Now let's copy this block of code and paste it. And paste it into this column for the last name. So we will change the name to the name. Let's go ahead and save the file and make sure that our first two columns fields are visible. So that's what should look like up to this point. We have the form labels, first name and the last name. We have the title of the form, employment application, and we have our first two text input fields.